Hello everyone, my name is Marcelo Queiroz and I'm here to present the work myself, Arnobio Morelix and Felipe Campos did for the class W209 Data Visualization of the Master of Information and Data Science program of UC Berkeley. Our main goal here is to analyze cryptocurrency data, mainly Bitcoin, which was the first one and started all the buzz around this technology. For now, let's start with the instructions for this visualization. You can go through the story mode that goes through all the charts that we built, or you can go directly to the charts using the navigation ribbon up there. I'll go with the story mode and show you all the features we have. So, the idea here is to address these three features that Bitcoin claims to have. First, it is decentralized. So no particular entity or neither a company or a government are able to control its market or its price. Second, it is supposed to be a store of value. So we try to see if the volatility in this market is predictable and reliable as other assets like gold, for example. And third, um, we analyze how fast and cheap the transactions are. You may know that for each transaction in Bitcoin, you need to pay a fee for the miners that update the block with your transaction. And this may take a while. So, is that a feasible amount of time and money? Let's analyze it. Let's start with the decentralization. Analyzing the transactions data since January 2009 with the Google BigQuery dataset, we see that it is not trivial to actually have balances for all the 22 million users. That happens because nowadays most users hold more than one wallet, and this changes. It grows really fast when we're talking about users with high balance. For that reason, we put together this chart where you can see roughly, remember, those are average numbers, how many unique addresses each user in these beans have. In the financial market, we are used to say that whales are the investors that are so big or with so much money that when they move, they can move the whole market. For this reason, we came up with this analogy where we have the planktons or people like you and me that holds less than one Bitcoin up to the whales bin, where with people that holds more than 10,000 Bitcoins. Remember, one wallet or one Bitcoin address not necessarily mean one unique person. You can see you on the links here a few different sources that where you can try to understand a little bit better how the distribution is made. Here you have a little prediction on how the distribution of the Bitcoin is with the user beans. We can see that back in 2010, we have a more even distributions within the beans, right? 30% on the planktons, up to 30% on the storage fishes. At this moment, we also have not so many users. But as the time goes, we can see that the distribution start to be more and more concentrated with a lot of people having up to one Bitcoin in their wallets and that money being and all their money combined being less than 1%. When we reach September, we can see that becomes really critical with 93.58% of the wallets or the users holding less than 0.6% of the market cap. To understand if it's a good store of value, we analyze the volatility of this market together with a few other cryptocurrencies. It's interesting to note that back in 2016, the market cap, the whole market cap for the Bitcoin was around $100 billion. You may remember that a year ago, with the big spike in Bitcoin prices, we reached up close to $800 billion. And nowadays, in the end of 2018, we're back on the $100 billion. This may be an indication that the volatility is high. But let's see that on a chart. Here you can see the volatility of different cryptocurrencies. You may notice that Bitcoin is hidden behind this. So this indicates that probably the volatility of that currency is lower compared to the other ones. But even though we can see that it reaches close to 30%. In this presentation, you can use the zoom in to understand it a little bit better. And the tooltips to understand where are each of those cryptocurrencies compared to its volatility. For the fast and cheap transactions, we use the data on how much time we need to insert a transaction inside a block and the fee that we pay for the miners. We see that nowadays we are relatively low with a Bitcoin within a transaction taking around $6, right? And a few less than 10 minutes to be on the blockchain. However, it is subject to spikes on where we have demand. So you can see that during the big spike on the Bitcoin prices, we had transactions fee reaching up to $55, and a little bit earlier we have up to 200 minutes to get our transactions done. In this chart here, you can see that the closer the currencies are to the zero of the axis, the better. And the one that we see they are performing better from this point of view is Ethereum. Feel free to use the zoom feature of this graphic and the date pickers here for more accurate analysis. So here are some of the insights that I try to bring to you. We are looking forward to have your inputs on this. Feel free to contact us. You have our LinkedIn accounts here. Also, you find in the description of this video the GitHub repo. Every analysis here are under an MIT license, so feel free to use it. And thanks for watching.